this one. Second. Okay, cool. There we go. There we go. What's up, Big Wolf? How you doing, brother? All right. So what we're trying to do here is we got a little collab going with my Instagram because I never go on live on Instagram. So I'm trying to do it. See what's going on, man. All right. All right. So. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Let's see what we got. We got David, Reckon, Eddie. What's going on, fellas? It's Friday. Just got off another was it 40 hours? No, it was actually 32-hour work week this week. So coffee, get things cracking. Let's see what we got. Right now, just checking out the news. A lot of shit's going on, especially with this Minneapolis thing. Not a lot, but many people thinking that I'm trying to be insensitive and everything else, and nah, homie, I'm just trying to speak up for our people, man. We are always too quick to jump on bandwagons of other stuff, man. I put that posting on Instagram and on YouTube. What's up, Mike? Happy Friday. I put that posting like that the young guy, I don't know if it's a kid but I think he was an adult already, who got shot in Gardena, right, for that bike. You got a guy who, for a stolen bike, and at the end I don't even know if he did steal the bike, or even if he did or not, got killed and lost his life, homie. This guy lost his life for stealing a bike. This happened 5 years ago. What people are saying, and it's sad because you have Raza sit there and saying, "Oh, Gil, that's 5 years ago." In other words, it's like the Valley Girl. That was so 5 years ago, man. Why you bring it up now? It was 5 years ago. You had a young Raza go out there and get killed, and there was no noise being made, man. When Rodney King happened, that happened damn near 30 years ago. Some people were telling me it happened 5 years ago. The technology wasn't there. The Instagram bullshit, man. It's always been there. But when it comes to us, Raza, there's always a reason why we don't make noise. There's always a reason why they're not joining us. There's always a reason. Rodney King happened damn near 30 years ago. All right? Get that straight, people. Damn near 30 years ago. Rodney King did not lose his life. We had riots over Rodney King. We had all kind of stuff over Rodney King. This guy got killed 5 years ago in Gardena. The police officers are still working. What did we do? We did nothing, homie. And people's excuses are that we did nothing because technology? Get out of here, man. Get out of here, brother. That's some bullshit, man. Excuse the French, not excuse the French. See what we got in here. I know I get worked up, but it's the truth, man. I had a guy tell me today that I was salty. And you know what? I am salty, man. I'm a very salty man. I'm upset. Why am I upset? Because we are so quick to jump on the bandwagon. Oh my God, this and that. When it's a black man, and that's okay, brother. See, and not many, but a lot of brothers sit there and think that I bring this stuff up to try to bring division, to try to sit there and not help their movement. Nah, man. I am 100% behind their movement, man. I am 100% behind their movement. But the problem is, we're so caught up in everybody else's movement that we're being left behind, people. We're being left behind. And that's the damn truth, whether people want to admit it or not. We're so caught up in other people's cultures that we're forgetting about our own. You know what I was thinking the other day, man? This is what I was thinking. All these guys, and I myself, from time to time, will say nigga, just messing around with the homies, this and that. I definitely cut that out. I definitely stopped using it because I started thinking something. I started thinking, wait a minute. If I continue to do that, and I see some of these guys from different parts of LA, and they make that excuse that they're from LA, but when your go-to word is nigga, when you get upset, there's a problem, dude. And if you're speaking like that right now, and you're in your 20s, imagine when you're in your 30s and 40s, and your kids start speaking like that. What's gonna happen is all the raza that's out there, we're all gonna lose the culture, brother. You guys are becoming something that you're not. That you it's funny because you still get guys out there claiming to be, brown pride, this and that, Mexican power, whatever you want to call it, man. But straight up, you guys ain't brown pride, homie. You guys ain't Mexican. You guys ain't. You guys are turning into some kind of just like hip hop culture, something else, brother. And that's for all these guys, man. All these guys that are sitting there and they say it's the music, and it is. It's the music and all that. That all gets you. That all gets wrapped up. But you guys are losing your culture, man. You guys are losing who you are as people. You guys are more worried about other races than your own, and that's a fact, homie. That's a straight fact. And it's sad, and it's something that I'm looking at live, and I'm looking at what is happening, and all I'm trying to do is bring awareness to it. That's straight up, homie. I'm just trying to bring awareness to it. People may sit there and think that I'm trying to divide. Nah, homie, I ain't trying to divide. I care for my people, man. Am I wrong for that? Am I wrong for that? It's easy to jump on the bandwagon when the masses are sitting here and saying, "Oh my God, this guy got killed in Minneapolis," all this. But in reality, they don't care, man. They're just jumping on it because it's a thing to do. Straight up. All these people out here in LA that are jumping on their lives haven't changed one bit. Straight up. They're gonna go on Instagram. They're gonna go on YouTube. I saw this one guy, brother. I'm not even gonna say no names. I saw this one actor guy literally crying for him. He's a Raza guy. He's crying for this guy who got killed. You know what? It's a horrible situation. That cop got arrested. He should go to prison for murder. But to see a guy that's from the LA area, Chicano guy, so a cholo guy gangstered out crying on Instagram talking about I feel this guy's pain. This I'm looking at him like, are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? You guys are sitting here jumping on this bandwagon so easy. You had some people getting beat up here in LA. You had some people getting robbed out here in LA. I saw today there was this girl in South Central LA killed by 3 black gang members. Why don't you cry for her? Why don't you cry for her family, dude? Because you know why? Because it's not popular. That's the sad thing, brother. If it's not popular, these guys don't do it. But don't sit here and bullshit me and act like you're crying for some guy clear across the country that you really don't give no two shits about, brother. That's the sad thing. It's the popularity contest, and that's all they do, brother. It's a sad thing, homie. It's a sad thing, brother. I'm sorry if I'm bringing the vibe down, carnal, but we're trying. We're trying. What's up, Wolf? How you doing, brother? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I'm let's see who's pissed off, man. When are you gonna have an OG from Northern Guild? Listen, Freedom for Life. I reached out. Okay, first of all, anybody you've seen that's Raza on television, on sitcoms, on Northerners that have podcasts, Northerners that are rappers, I have reached out to every single one of them. Okay, let's get that straight. I have reached out to every single one of them, and some I've spoken to, kind of got agreements for it. Then they don't. It's not that they pull out. I don't know what it is, and some have just completely disregarded, and that's fine, brother, because we're gonna make enough noise here where they can't disregard us all the time, brother. Straight up. So I definitely have reached out to many people, brother, and it's up to them if they want to sit here and talk. But me, any norteño that wants to get at me, wants to come on the platform and talk about their experiences, brother, it's open. I'm not sitting here discriminating against no gang. I can't sit here and be the anti-gang guy and at the same time say, oh no, I'm not messing with Norteño. Nah, homie, that war is something that happened in prison and they just spilled out over here. And it's a war that unfortunately should have never happened, but it did. But at the same time, we're one raza, carnal. That's the problem, homie. That's the problem. All right, let's see what we got, homie. All right, where are we at? Coronavirus took a crap. Yeah, coronavirus gone, homie. Tupac. In the U.S., Mexican and Latino have always been kept lower status. There are a couple of reasons for this. This has been done intentionally, and they know it. Yeah, I believe they are, brother. I forgot which was that book, Animal Farm or something. It was pretty much all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others, brother. So pretty much they'll sit there and tell you all minorities are equal. Come on, man. You know some minorities are more equal than us, homie. And that's the damn truth. And it isn't hating on their movement, because the thing, we are part of that movement. It's bringing light to us, raza, to wake up, brother. They ain't part of your movement. They're never part of your movement. You guys are always jumping on their bandwagon. You guys are always part of their movement. But when it comes time to your people getting killed, where are they, homie? Well, not even where are they. Where are you? That's the problem, homie. Where are you? Quick to jump on some shit. It's unfortunate, man. Somebody see. You support Black Lives Matter? I think Black Lives Matter is full of shit. I think Black Lives Matter is full of shit because, first of all, if Black lives truly mattered, those guys would be out there marching in the streets of Chicago, marching in the streets of South Central, marching in the streets where you got black men, black young men really losing their lives every day. A cop shooting, that ain't shit compared to the numbers, man. If you run the numbers, but that's the thing, they don't want to run the numbers. They don't want to live on facts, homie. They want to sit there and play on your emotion. Your emotion is they keep showing you a video of a black man being murdered by a police officer. Okay, that's one murder. That's one murder. It's not a lynching. It's a murder by a fucked up ass cop that should go to prison for the rest of his life. But at the end of the day, black men kill black men at a much higher percentage. But they don't want to talk about it. In other words, Black Lives Matter only when a white cop kills them. That's it, brother. And that's a straight up truth. It may not be the popular truth, but it's a straight up truth. Again, Black Lives Matter only when white cops kill them. When black kill on black, nobody gives a shit. But at least they have that. What do we got? We got cops killing us. We got ourselves killing us. Nobody cares, brother. Nobody cares, because what you got to do, you got to be quiet, because you're raza. We've been programmed for too many years to be like, hey, homie, don't cry, homie. Hey, homie, don't do this. Hey, you're lying. Hey, you're this. Nah. I'm done with that, brother. I'm here to make some noise. I'm here to call fools out. I'm here to tell the truth, brother. And what we need, somebody hit me up and told me, hey, Gil, what do we do? What's the movement? Okay, this is what we do. First off, we put pressure on all our artists, homie. Because our artists are like our big homies. But our big homies ain't doing no work for us, man. They're not out there making noise. They don't need to get political, brother. They don't need to get political at all. And I'm talking about artists that are out there in Los Angeles, brother. They don't need to get political at all. Because that's the thing they're scared of. But what they need to do is they need to stand up and be a voice for us, homeboy. Straight up. And I'm talking about guys like George Lopez. Guys like Emilio Rivera. Guys like Danny Trejo. Those kind of artists that are our Chicano, our Cholos, are this. Where you guys at, homie? Straight up. Where you guys at? I know you guys have great lives. I know you guys are doing your thing. And I commend you for that, man. That's a great thing. But don't forget where you came from. That's the problem with too many people. They're scared to make any noise. They don't want to sit here and say anything. I'm not saying you need to get political, brother. But I'm saying you need to remember who your people are, man. You guys are so quick to jump on the bandwagon on some black guy getting killed in Minneapolis that you really don't give no shits about. But to your own raza, where you guys at, homie? That's the shit that pisses me off. That's the shit that really gets me irked. Like, wait a minute. You guys have these platforms to make some noise, to sit there and say, hey, man, they killed that old man in Hayward. That old man in Hayward was hit with a taser gun. You could see the guy was going to get dropped. What happened is the cop next to him reacted off that cop shooting the taser gun, and they killed him. Is that in the national news? No. The Hayward thing, it's gonna be in the local news, just like anything else. That's what happens with Raza, homie. It becomes local. You hear it in your local news, and that's how they shut you up. Because what happens, the family hears it, it's in the local news, the family's like, all right, it came on the local news. Where's the national news? Where's the national coverage? And you know who can give us that national coverage? Those actors, those comedians. That's who can give us that national coverage. But they're too busy and too scared, homie. Like I said, it se esconden, way. Stop hiding, homeboy. You can't hide from it no more. Listen, I've got my agenda. I do have an agenda. My agenda is to be heard. My agenda is for us to finally make noise. My agenda is to stop our actors, our comedians, all this from hiding and just living that regular life and not knowing the struggle that we're still going through over here. That's the one thing that the brothers have gotten right. The brothers, to me, when it comes to their political thing, it's great, homie. It's great. They're doing their thing, man, as they should. But those guys, they're hiding from it. When it comes to black issues, black actors, black rappers, black comedians, black politicians are in the forefront pushing their agenda. Where's our comedians, our actors? They're fucking hiding. They're doing Instagram videos. They're doing little pictures. They're doing pictures by the pool. That's what they're doing. They're not out there for us, homie. What happened? Wait a minute. You guys, we buy their tickets. We buy their movies. We sit there and support them. But where is the support from our raza? That's what I'm saying, homie. Where's the support from our people? It's nowhere to be found. But yet these guys that don't support our people are so quick to sit there and support Black Lives Matter, other stuff like that. And that's fine. If you want to support them, no problem. But support your own too, homie. Support your own people. That's the problem. They're just pushing it because it's popular. They're there to pop. I'm not here to be popular. I don't have a contract with the movie industry. I don't care. I have a decent life and I'm happy with my life. But what I'm not happy with the way they treat us raza, homie. This is bullshit. And I'm tired of it. And they keep saying, oh, you're crying. Well, you know what? I'm not crying. I'm letting it be known. I'm exposing these people for what they're doing. This is bullshit and I'm tired of it, homie. That's it. Let me take a breath real quick. Here you go. And yeah, that's my thing. All lives matter, homie. You're not gonna sit here. You've got a bunch of Latinos out there protesting Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. What happened to Brown Lives, homie? Let me ask you that. What happened to Brown Lives Matter? Brown Lives Matter never took place because it's not popular. Why? Because it's been embedded in us with movies, with music, the whole culture. We see a black man. This is straight up. We see a black man like that poor gentleman that got choked out and killed. We see a black man and we have empathy for him. Why? Because that could be that artist that we like. That could be Kobe Bryant that we like. That could be LeBron James. We now see that because it's been embedded in us so much. We see that person. We see a brown person get choked out like that. You know what we see? We see some wetback that just came from Mexico. We don't really give a shit. That's the sad part, brother. You guys, not you guys in general, but those guys who are sitting there, they're so quick to forget that could be your tío, man. That could be your aunt. That could be your uncle. That could be your abuelo. But no, we're too sucked up in the culture that we've lost our identity, man. And we need to gain back that identity. We need to sit there and be for raza, and there's nothing wrong for that, man. They're for their people, and that's okay. We should support them, yes. Should we support Black movement? Nah, Black Lives Matter, like I said, I don't feel it. But should we support black movement? Yeah, absolutely, brother. But you know what? We need to start supporting ourselves first, man. That's the problem out here, brother. We don't, carnal. We don't. Now let's take some questions here, homie. I hope. Listen, cars. If the homies from up north will accept it, I'll go up there all day long, brother. I got no problem with it, homie. But it's up to them, brother. All lives matter. Raza has also been oppressed for a long time. It's time to stand up. It definitely is. It is time to awaken the sleeping giant, homie. And we're the sleeping giant. We have the numbers. That's what you guys don't understand. We've got the numbers, brother. But it just doesn't seem cool. That's the problem. It just doesn't seem cool, homie. Tupac, American Show, the script has to be written prior to making noise. This requires a group of us getting together and brainstorming what is we need to get out there. Okay, listen. We actually had a meeting set up for May 16th of I think we're in April, of last month. We had it set up for a few months. The COVID came, brother. People say, well, what are you doing? Well, first of all, I'm bringing exposure to our problem. All right, that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing exposure to our problem. We had a meeting set up, and we will set it up again. All homies, first of all, not even homies, just brown men in general who have ideas and want to throw them. As soon as this COVID thing's over, we're gonna get together, brother. We're gonna talk, and we're gonna sit there and talk not about our differences, not about where we're from. We're gonna sit and talk about what we want in our communities. It's always the same thing. We want a safe place to live, good jobs, decent paying jobs, safe schools for our kids to go to, safe neighborhood that my wife can walk down the street, not get worried about getting robbed. Right? We all want the same thing. It doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter what color you are. Fundamentally, we all want the same thing, brother. We all want the same thing. It's no different than anybody else, brother. And eventually, once this COVID thing dies out, brother, we'll go out there. We're gonna have some meetings. We're gonna talk, and we're gonna get this thing moving. The only way we can get some noise is get this thing moving. And you guys are part of that, man. You guys need to be on these guys on Instagram. Be on these guys on Facebook. Be on these guys and say, hey, man, why aren't you doing this? Especially to all of these comedians and athletes. You guys need to be on these guys, especially if you're Raza. And I'm not even talking about the brother. I'm talking about Raza needs to be on Raza to push our agenda, homie. Because if we just keep staying quiet, you know what's going to do? All these actors and celebrities, all they're going to do is take a photo op with you. Hey, help me, how you doing? At the end of the day, nothing gets done, brother. Nothing gets done. The only way we're going to get this thing going, we need to put pressure on our people, homie. Because if we don't put pressure on our people, they're going to go back to living their regular lives, homie. I can unplug this right now, turn it off, don't watch the news. My life is back to normal. Straight up. My life is back to normal. And that's what those guys do. They come and play out here for a minute. They press the pause button on the reality of life, and they go back to normal because they don't give a shit because their kids are going to good schools. They live in good neighborhoods. Their wives are safe. And that is unfortunate that our own raza is sitting here and turning their back on us, homie. When we're the ones supporting them. There's a big saying in the Latino community. We hate on each other. We have envidia with this and that. And some of that is true, but it's true in every race. So when we always say, oh, brothers always support each other. No, they don't, man. No, they don't. Armenians always, no, they don't, dude. Every race has envy. Every race has hate. But at the end of the day, when that actor, that comedian, that whatever it is, that's your race, they're there because you support them. And we do support them. We do support our own people. And we've been supporting our people more and more every year. And you can see it. But the thing is this, when those people get on the top, they support black movements, homie. They support just black movements, and that ain't no bull. They don't support our movements. Why? Because it's too edgy, because it's too scary. I don't know. But only way to find out, hit them up. Hit them up on Instagram. Hit them up on YouTube. Hit them up on Facebook. Hey, so-and-so. Hey, why aren't you talking about brutality of police on brown men? Hey, so-and-so. Why aren't you talking about the cop killing this brown guy? Hey, we need to sit there and start knocking on their door, homie. We need to sit there and make some noise. Because if we don't make no noise, again, you're just that wetback that's been working in the fields for the last 20 years making minimum wage, homie. If anything, Cesar Chavez taught us was make some noise, boycott, this and that. Guess what? You will get their attention. If you keep on working for that cheap wage, they're going to keep paying you that cheap money, homie. Straight up. It's a damn shame, carnal. It's a damn shame that after so many years, a lot of these people, they don't see it, man. A lot of people, they don't open their eyes to the madness that's going on around us, to the raza. Why? Because they live in a nice house. They got a nice paying job. Their bills are paid. They don't deal with the drama. Guess what? I live in a nice house. My bills are paid, but it ain't drama. It's my raza. It's my duty to sit there and put my hand out to the guy below me and say, hey, homie, come on up, man. Because you know why? Because in 50 years, if we do that, our race as a whole will be so much better, brother. Our race as a whole will climb up the ladder, man. We'll start having doctors. We'll start having lawyers. We'll start having politicians. Why can't we have a brown man in the White House? Explain that to me. Nobody even talks about it. Nobody even thinks about it. It's like, no, you're not going to have a Latino in the White House. Why not? Why not? Why? Because more we're ready to have a black man all day long. Barack Obama to me was a great president, brother. But as far as us, no, we don't even talk about that. We don't talk about having a brown man in the White House. Why? Because we've been programmed almost to hate ourselves, man. And it's a damn shame, brother. And it's something we gotta break as a whole, carnal. Straight up. All right, let's see what we got on Instagram, man. I don't know if it's gotta be back to brown berets. It's just gotta be something, brother. It's gotta be something where it's just Raza, me, Raza United. Are you in, homeboy? That's what I got, homeboy. Are you in? What's up, Big Roo? How you doing, homeboy? Life from the cave, homie. You know this. Uh, all right, what we got, guys? Don't get me too riled up, man. Don't get me too riled up. Oh yeah, you know what? I want to sit here and thank I hope I don't chop your name up, John. John Garshall, man. John Garshall got at me yesterday, hit me up, and gave me a large donation for towards my computer, man. And that was some gangster stuff, man. I definitely appreciate it. Listen, I can go out, run my credit cards, buy all kind of stuff for this platform, this and that. But I'm the type of guy who budgets, man. I budget my money. I don't sit there and blow it. And I'm not blowing this. I've spent a lot of money to try to get my message out there, right? I don't make money on YouTube. I'm here wholeheartedly for the raza, homie. Whether you want to see it or not, I even got some raza. Oh, let me get this. I got the stick. I got some raza that be hating this and that. You know what? I don't care, man. I am not here to make friends. I am not here to make enemies either. I'm here to get the conversation going. I'm here to pull the covers on all this BS. I'm here to pull the covers on the lie that is Brown Black United. I'm sorry, guys, but that right now is not something that is true. It straight up isn't. And this is one way I'll prove it to you. And hopefully I'm proved wrong. After this whole parade of the gentleman getting killed in Minneapolis, it's going to be gone in a year or whenever this guy gets tried, right? Let's see where the energy is. Let's see where the energy is when a brown man gets killed. Let's see if the rest of the states are going to be. It's not going to happen, brother. It's not going to happen. When it comes to us, there is no attention. When it comes to us, we're second-class citizens, homeboy. We're nothing, but this is what it is, homie. You either gonna stand up or you can get ran over. And we've been getting ran over by raza over and over and over again, homeboy. And it's time for us to wake up, man. It's time for us to get busy, homie. If 20 guys who've been in prison yards, way yards, it's like this, man. We ain't got no tables. Straight up. We ain't got no tables, homie. We're deep as fuck. We're 18%. We're on the yard. We're 18%. We ain't got no tables, homie. But let's say we're on this yard, right? America. We're on the yard. The brothers want to kick it off, and all of a sudden we're kicked off with the brothers. We kick it off with the brothers. The riot's over. The brothers go and get their tables. Guess what? We ain't got no tables, homie. Or maybe we have one table we should have 18 to 20% of the tables. We get one table. We'll stay and go riot all day long. But when it comes down to it, we got no representation, homie. We got no tables. We got nothing, homie. All we got is shut your ass up, wetback, you crying. That's what we got, homie. We got shut your ass up. All you guys do is cry. The fuck? What do you mean all we do is cry, homie? No, we're just doing the same shit that they're doing, brother. We're learning from it, carnal. What we got? Let me take a drink. So it's Friday. It's another beautiful day. If you don't back, what is it, Kid Suave? If you don't back up your own first, then you ain't raza. That's straight up, homie. That's straight up. That's the problem, huh? What's up, Levels for Bernie, homie? How you been? Let's see what we got here. Why are they calling you a hater, homie? Yeah, pretty much, homie. Brown pride. Hey, Chris, I appreciate that, man. I definitely do, Chris Hands. Let's see. Let me go back down. 18, the Quebec got death penalty. Yeah, I saw that. Was Jamil Shaw case, bro. That's what you're talking about. Charlie, you're being declined, homie. We're in a spot on AM station. Robert, you should consider renting a spot at AM station on Sunday afternoon with live calls. You know, Robert, a lot of people, and I'm not picking on you, a lot of people will sit there and tell me, Gil, you should do this. Gil, you should do that. Gil, you should do. It costs money, dude. Straight up. It costs money. When you say rent a spot, it's not like I just got $1 million and say, hey, dude, you know what? I'm gonna get a studio. Hey, I'm gonna do this. Hey, I'm gonna do that. It don't work like that. All this stuff that I'm doing costs money, people. You want a movement? It costs money, man. I can't do this thing by myself. I'm just trying to get this thing going, man. I've got the membership on my channel. I've got the PayPal link somewhere. I've got all this costs money. So before any of you guys, and I'm not picking on you, sit there and just say you should do this, you should do that, brother. Help the cause out, homeboy. Help the cause out. Straight up. I can't. I'm just one person. I'm one voice, homie. But I sincerely believe that what I'm talking about, Raza hears it, homie. What I'm talking about is what we talk about when we're at the barbecue having some beers. What I'm talking about is what homies are smoking a joint. What I'm talking about is what older Raza are speaking about. What I'm talking about pertains to us as Raza, homie. It really does. I've had these conversations. I've been in my hood. People will say, don't forget where you came from. How the hell am I going to forget where I came from? I still live here, homie. I've never gone anywhere. I've been in North Hollywood since 1981, homie. I haven't left my hood. I'm still here, except I'm living a different lifestyle now. I'm living pretty much the American dream. But the difference between me and Moses, I don't turn my back on people. I don't sit there because I'm making a good living, because I don't need to sit there and talk to the homies. I don't turn my back on people because I know that was me before. But you know what? That could be my son. That could be my daughter. That could be my niece. I know what it is to hurt. I know what it is to feel that pain, brother. And I want our people to have a better life. That's it, homie. But at the end of the day, if you guys aren't helping the cause financially, and that's straight up, you really don't got much to say, man. It's very easy to sit there and say, and if you can't help the cause financially, get on that phone you're on, brother. That phone you're on, and you're always, going on Instagram. Go on these guys' page, hit them up, brother. Go on these guys' page, start talking to them. Start saying, hey, brother, what's going on, man? Go on these actors' page, go on these comedians' page. Make it to where their page is just one after another. Hey, why aren't you talking about Raza issues? Hey, why don't you bring it up? Does that have to be their full page? No. But at least once a week, these guys should be posting something. These guys should be posting something that pertains to us, homie. That's the problem. They don't, and that's what you guys can do. Who you guys who don't donate, who don't have the funds, and that's fine, brother. But to everybody else, let's do it. This guy killed me right now. Manrique. Let's see. What's up, Schizo homeboy? I ain't about the business, huh? Gun needs to backed by the Mexican government, so they use international ally. No, it's a different world, brother. Mexican government and this different. Eder Medina, bro, do a Patreon like a monthly subscription. I got a membership on my channel, brother. I got a membership on the YouTube channel. Next to the subscription, there's a membership button. Unless you're have an iPhone, which is some weird setup with Google or whatnot. I also got a PayPal. I forget to put in the description of that, brother, but I'm gonna try to put that in there, man. I definitely appreciate the donation, though, Eder. Robert Cruz, here a grain of sand, homie. That's what it is, Robert. A grain of sand, brother. It's not much, man. I've got the DBA made already. I'm trying to open up a nonprofit. This is the plan, people. I'll let you know the plan, man. The plan is this. The plan is to make enough noise to make the platform larger. The plan is to open up a nonprofit group where people will eventually donate. Something happens to a raza. Hey, dude, this thing happened. Like Hayward, right? Hayward, it was up north. If the funds were there for Hayward, what I would do is I'm going to Hayward, California. I'm going there and I'm making that noise. And guess what? I'm bringing all you guys along with me, with the platform, and hopefully make enough noise where I bring people from Hayward out of the woodworks. We can't be ashamed to let them know, hey, dude, you can't do this to us. That's the dirty little thing in the Latino community. Anytime we say something, they try to shame us. Estás llorando. No, we ain't crying, motherfucker. We're just tired of being victimized. I'm not here to be victimized by you anymore. Plain and simple. That's anybody. That's a white man victimizing me. That's a black man victimizing me. That's anybody. I am tired of being victimized, homie, and I'm letting you know. So eventually, we can grow this thing where we can go to other states, brother. We can go out there and make some noise and hook up with other people that are on the same mindset as us. Because if we don't, we're gonna continue doing the same thing, and we're not gonna get nowhere. We're going to be in the same place we were 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Rodney King was almost 30 years ago. Rodney King got beat down, wasn't even killed. This guy in Gardena got killed 5 years ago. Yet the police are still working there. Think about it. Why? Because we're brown people and they don't give a shit about us. That's the bottom line. We're brown people and they don't give a shit about us. But a lot of these people haven't figured that out yet. And I ain't crying, motherfucker. I'm letting you know. I'm tired of this and I'm not going to take it. Plain and simple, brother. Plain and simple. Excuse me. Climate 3 to 3. Much respect, Gil. You're a huge voice in our community. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying to be a voice. I'm not sitting here, like I said, I'm not sitting here looking for a fight. I'm sitting here looking for a conversation. But if a fight does come my way, I'm ready for it, brother. And a lot of us are ready for it. But I'm sitting here first trying to get this conversation going. Because too many people are scared to talk about it, brother. Let's see what we got. Using the paisa word as derogatory term as racist too. I don't know where you're from, where you're talking about, homie. I got paisas all day long, homies, and that's what they call themselves, paisas. So get off of that one, brother, please. This guy. People always trying. That's arguing semantics, homies. Arguing semantics. Everybody want to be black nowadays. I got a good one on that one. I have a family friend, Sean. How you doing? They're African American. It's a couple. Been friends with our families for since Little League, man. Many years. She's an educator, Canoga Park. I'm supposed to actually meet up with her in a couple weeks. She tells me, Gil, the Latino students in my classroom act more black than me. These guys are losing their culture, and they are, brother. They're losing our culture. Is there anything wrong with enjoying other people's culture? Absolutely not, man. Absolutely not. But we, as brown people, as Latinos, as Chicanos, Latino, whatever you want to call us, man, we are losing our culture, brother. We definitely are. We are losing our culture to the rap game, to the hip hop. And that culture is a culture that even black people don't like, man. That culture is a culture that tries to teach you that gangsterism is cool as heck, that be a gangster, be this, be that. But at the end of the day, everybody wants to act black, but nobody wants to be black. Remember that. Everybody wants to act black, nobody wants to bleed black. And that's a fact, brother. That's a fact. But that's something we need to change, and that we need to educate our young. We need to start from the bottom, educate them about, hey, homie, this is raza, this is what you do. Something happens to you, we get together. We need to show that support towards ourselves, but the problem is we don't, man. We don't. We sit there, and we're quick to jump on their bandwagon. What about our fire, homie? We're over here pretty much with a hose, helping try to turn off their fire. Our house is burning. Our house is burning while you're turning off somebody else's fire, brother. And that's the problem, man. And we're so deep, but we're big and clumsy. We're big and clumsy because we're not together. We're not organized because it's so quick to sit there and bring each other down, brother. All right, let's see what we got. Javier Carlos Rodriguez. Appreciate that donation, man. It does not go unseen and unheard, man. Let's not lose our culture, pretty much, man. President 2020. I can't. I was born in Honduras, ¿verdad? Luther Jones. First of all, thank you for that donation, Luther Jones. This is a black man. I'm a black man raising a Mexican son, and I would die for him. I would ride. Respect. Hey, brother. Respect for you, man. Straight up. Respect for you. South Central homies. Rasta needs to keep the N word out their mouth, period. Then, you know what? I used to, and I was wrong. I used to sit there and say, you know what? It's a hip hop thing. It's a music thing. That was my saying because I saw it. You know, not much, but I would definitely see it. But yeah, I think we do. Because I think so many hip hop songs, so many this and that. It's come to a point where every other word of some of these guys' mouth is nigga, man. Every other word, and every time they say nigga and nigga and nigga, they're losing their identity, man. They're losing their identity as brown men. I'm not saying they gotta say, hey, yes, hey, homie. See, that's the thing. That's the derogatory. That's a stereotype that you see of a cholo. Am I speaking like that? Homie, I banged these streets for many years. Am I speaking like that? Is Sonny sitting there speaking like that? That's not how we speak, homie. That was a stereotype of many movies, of many shows, and we become afraid to be our own people. Oh, but it's where you grew up. Nah, man, nah. You guys just picked up the lingo. Again, if your go-to word when you get upset is nigga, you ain't brown, homie. Or you ain't acting brown. How about that? If your go-to word when you get upset is fuck you nigga, hey, then you've got a problem, brother. You got a problem that you need to check. Don't sit there and give me that bullshit. Oh, I grew up in South Central. So what? For many years, there was homies that grew up in South Central. Yeah, they had their own little estilo, but they weren't like that, brother. It's become a hip hop thing that has influenced these people all day long. You see videos all day long, raza, when they're fighting. What's every word they say? Oh, nigga. I'm like, what the hell's this, man? It's like we're living in some way out world. But what these guys don't get is if they're speaking like that right now, how are your kids gonna speak? How are your grandkids gonna speak? If every other word out of your mouth when you're mad or you're sitting with your homies is nigga, and this is to all you brown youngsters, homie, not even youngsters, even your 20s. If every other word is nigga, how are your grandkids gonna speak? How are your kids gonna speak? When your kids look at you and say, hey nigga, you gonna open the door for me? You're gonna be like, what the hell? Check yourselves real quick, guys, because it's gone to a point where you guys are crossing the line. And you guys are no longer acting like raza, speaking like raza, or supporting raza. That's the problem. And there is a problem there, dude. And it has nothing to do with race. Oh, it's a multicultural thing. If it's a multicultural thing, when we get killed, where is the multicultural? Nowhere to be found, homie. Nowhere to be found. When these people have people getting killed, yeah, you have a couple people protesting, but that's their family. And that's a small group. Those families need our backup. Those families need our support. But we're not there because we're too busy being black. And that's a damn shame, homie. That's a damn shame. So what we got. If you're speaking English, you're not brown. Not for loud. Pues de verdad, eres un pendejo si dices eso. I'm brown, homie. I can speak English. I can speak Spanish. But at the end of the day, I'm Chicano, homie. So I don't know what you're talking about, brother. David Chavez, what's up, Chato from Long Beach? That's right, let him know, carnal. Just be yourself and conduct yourself professionally, pretty much. Jorge, $24.99, brother. Man, that's what's up, man. That's what it's about. Listen, man. It's about helping little by little. Like homie said, it's a grain of sand, man. Little by little, we get this thing going. Man, we can make a movement, brother. Don't let them fool you to think that we can't make a movement. Don't let them fool you to think that this is something that it's only somebody else's problem. No, man, it's our problem. We're not being respected, brother. Straight up, we're not being respected. We're not being shown the airtime. We're not making national news. Why? Because we're like this. Because it's a taboo in the Latino community to say anything, brother. And that's something we need to change, carnal. See what we got, homie. A Latina woman was killed by 4 blacks last week. It was actually 3 blacks. They just got arrested. It was in South Central LA. It was a gang shooting. They were up to a car. They busted on her and they killed her. Where was the national news on that? You don't see it, brother. It probably makes a little quick 30-second clip in the news at 6 in the morning. But other than that, you don't see it. I watch the news every day. I didn't even see it on the news until one of the homies sent it to me. And that's something. Why? Because we don't make no noise. We don't make no noise, people. And if you don't make no noise, you're not going to get the attention. That's just the truth. If you don't make the noise, you're not going to get the attention, brother. We need to make noise. Like I said, if you don't want to get political, you guys are on Instagram. You guys are on YouTube. Use this power. You guys don't understand how much power is in social media, man. But you need to get at all our actors, all our comedians. You need to get at these fools, homie. You need to get at these fools and tell them, hey, we want to be heard. We want your platforms to put some of our stuff out there. And they don't. because they're scared. But you know what? What we need to do is make them scared of us. All right? They're scared of their Hollywood producers or what the mass media is going to say. No, they need to be scared of their audience. The Latino actors, the Latinos community needs to be scared of us not showing up to their shows until they make noise, brother. Because I'm here trying to make noise, and you guys are helping make that noise. And these guys are listening, whether they want to admit it or not. And eventually, when this COVID thing goes over, if we start having issues like this, and these guys that we support and go see their shows, we're not going to. We're not going to. We're not going to sit there and support them because they're not supporting us, homie. Because they leave the ghetto, they leave the hood, they leave the barrios, and where are they, homie? Where are they? They're on Instagram. They're on Instagram showing, oh, they're at this cool spot. Oh, they're, nah, brother. Wake up, gente. Wake up, gente. Let's see what we got on there. Hopefully, every time a Good Friday today. Javi Chispas, how you doing, brother? Everything's cool. Voice is power. You're damn right, Jorge. Streaming knowledge. Listen, that's all I'm trying to do, brother. I'm just trying to. Listen, I'm just trying. I've been seeing this thing for years, man. I've been seeing this thing for years. I see what it is, and it's a hustle, man. Life is a hustle. Life is a game. But if we don't use it, I can sit here and just make YouTube videos on gang stuff, on just make podcasts and be like this, brother. And I could sit here and just stay quiet. I could sit here and say nothing. That's plain and safe. But you know what? When I was out there banging the fools, I was out there ready to kill somebody. I was out there ready to have somebody kill me for a block that I never owned. You think I'm not gonna bang for my own raza? All these guys, especially these gangster fucking guys who play the roles on TV, they're supposed to be gangsters and killers, but when it comes to their people, where they at? And they don't even gotta shoot a gun. They gotta open their mouths. They gotta shoot some knowledge. They gotta spit some knowledge. All these gangster ass actors, where are you at, homie? You're supposed to be these big badass cholos. Open your mouth. Say, hey, there's something going on in my community. They're killing my people. They're destroying our neighborhoods. Open your mouth, homie. Según son bien cholotes, pero ¿dónde están? That's what I want to know. Where you guys at, homie? And we need to start calling them out. Where you guys at? Me? I'm here. I'm here still trying to make a difference in my neighborhood. I'm here hiring homies. I think we're at the job site I'm at. I got like 4 ex-cons, homie. But you know what? To me, they ain't ex-cons. They're men, made mistakes, paid their price for making that mistake, and now are living their lives and trying to get their life straight, brother. And that's what we should do. We need to help people below us. We can't get up the ladder of success and all of a sudden act like they're less than us, because that was us 5 years ago. That was us 10 years ago. That was us 20 years ago. That was us. But we're so quick to get out the ghetto, get out the hood, and say, hey, Gil, we make so much money now, we don't have time for this shit. Screw you, you don't got time for that. That could be your kid, asshole. You better make some time, man. You better make some time. LA Walk, that's what's up, man. You joined the membership. That's how you do it. That's how we do it. You join the membership, and eventually you'll have enough members where this thing will bankroll itself, man. This thing will get, listen, if eventually this thing was making enough money where I'm making that work, I'm out of work, dude. I'm done doing that job. I'm sitting here and putting this energy into this, into the raza, into finding out, hey, what happened to us over here? That's okay. This is what the black community does. This is what the machine is. And to me, respect to them. This is what they do. They have a coalition. When something happens like this, it's like it gets on the airwave. Oh shit, this happened. They'll start making noise. They'll start getting at their actors. They'll start getting at the sports guy. They need to feed the beast, which is the media. And after that, they get the attention, and here we go. The ball gets rolling. We don't have that. We need to do that. But again, we need to get at our people to wake up and do their thing, brother. A1A Rider, they need our culture, but they don't need us. We need each other. Brown Unity, A1A Rider, appreciate that donation, homie. When it comes to our culture, you know what they do? They use us. They use us as extras in movies. They use us and rent our lowriders. They use us and use our barrios. But at the end of the day, yeah, we're discarded, homie. We're discarded like yesterday's trash, brother. We're just something that is just to be used, again, Why? Because we're not making any noise. Because we've been programmed to sit there and think that it's weak for Raza to make noise, brother, and it's not, brother. It's not. It's it takes more balls for us, especially at Raza, to make noise because for so many years we just don't. We're just the kind of people like the cops beat us down. It is what it is. Cops beat me down back in the '90s when the Rodney King thing happened. I was like, well, that's what happens. That's what happened, and that's what we were accustomed to. It was almost like the slave mentality where that's just what happens to us. It is what it is. It was a slave mentality, but you know what? We need to break those chains, homie. We need to break those chains of that mentality, and we need to come out and come out strong and come out on our own, brother. Come out on our own and show that we can stand on our own. Because right now we haven't been standing on our own. We're sitting here standing with other people because it makes us feel more comfortable. Because it's the popular thing to do. But you know what? Screw the popular thing. We need to stand on our own as Raza. We need to stand on our own and be our own voice, homie. Just like we've done it out here in the streets, just like we've done it out here in prison. Let's sit here and become together as one people. Somebody asked me, or I saw in somebody's forum, well, everybody talked about Raza United, this and that. Well, what does that mean? What that means is Raza United, we start pushing for educating our kids. We start getting for better schools. We start coming together, having meetings, brainstorming with one another how we can get our communities better. We start coming together as a whole when somebody gets shot in our community and we go out there and speak against it. When somebody discriminates on one of us, they discriminate on one of us, they're discriminating on the whole bunch. That's the thing that the white man knows they can do. They can hurt one brown man and we don't speak up for them. That's the problem. We need to sit there and become Raza United. Leave politics out of it. I don't give a shit if you're Republican, Democrat. Leave religion out of it. I don't care if you're Muslim, Christian, Jew. Leave all gang stuff out of it. No, all I know is when we come together, we're coming together as brown men for the betterness of our kids, man. For the betterness of our neighborhood. For the betterness of our job. For the betterness of us as a whole. Leave all that other stuff behind because we'll argue forever. I got people saying, oh, we're not Latinos. Oh, we're not Chicano. Oh, call yourself whatever you want, homie. But when you go out through our doors and we start getting this thing going, we're one Raza. We're Raza United. All that other stuff don't mean nothing. We're not talking about it. If you want to argue on Instagram about that, go all day long. But when we come together eventually, and we will come together, we're one, homie. And all that other stuff means nothing. What means everything is us as brown people, homie. Also, George Lopez, Edward James Olmos, Emilio Rivera should speak out on these incidents of police misconduct and brutality. I feel the same way. But you know what? We need you guys to go on their Instagram and tell them that. You need to bombard these guys because they won't, until they actually start seeing it, then they're going to start, they'll feel it. But until you do that, they're not going to feel it, brother. You guys are the muscle behind this movement. Straight up, you, the Raza, the people, are the muscle behind this movement, homeboy. And that's the only way we're going to be heard. So you guys need to go on their Instagram. You guys need to go on their Twitter. You guys need to go on their Facebook and just bombard these fools and tell them, hey, dude, why aren't you guys talking about our issues? Straight up, I can guarantee you they will pay attention, man. Ivan Mora, for putting us on Game Bill, much respect. Hey, I appreciate the donation, man. One love, brother. One love. Why don't you talk about the death of George Floyd and bring up the situation that you are talking about instead of acting like you're ignoring what happened to George because you wasn't talking about it? I don't bring up the death of George Floyd because that's on every media outlet, brother. That's on everybody's Instagram. That's on everybody's YouTube. Me talking about it, that's just me trying to get that view. I don't need that view. George Floyd has everybody and their mama working for him, and I'm sure there will be justice. I'm sure all kinds of stuff will happen. George Floyd does not need to be talked about. How about the guy in Hayward? How about the guy in Gardena? How about the lady in South Central who just got killed? Why is nobody talking about them? You guys got all that attention and you still want more attention? Nah, man, get out of here. That's the problem. When a black man gets killed too quickly, oh, well, let's talk about him. How about all the brown men that get killed? What do we talk about then? But you're quick to sit there and jump on George Floyd. Nobody really gives a shit about George Floyd, to be honest with you. Maybe the guys over there, his family, yeah, his family's hurting. But at the end of the day, those guys that are looting, those guys don't give a shit about George Floyd. Those guys are the opportunists, man. The majority of those guys destroying that city, they could give a rat's ass about George Floyd. There's a George Floyd being killed every day in their hood, and nobody says anything. So when you come with that Black Lives Matter shit to me, go to your hood, every day there's George Floyd getting killed, brother, and nobody's there to say anything. So miss me with that, brother. How do I donate? You can donate here, and somewhere I'll put a link, brother. But you can usually do it here too. Focus on the white system that oppresses you. Well, let me tell you something. Right now, for me to focus on the white system that oppresses me will be like a flea trying to talk to a human being. That's how it would be. It would be like a little flea trying to scream to a human being and say, hey, don't step on me, hey, don't step on me. I'm going to be crushed, brother. We're not there yet. We need to sit there and step by step make our voice be heard, brother. And first of all, how we make our voice be heard is to start bringing our own problems in and stop jumping on everybody's bandwagon. We need to make our voice be heard when we're not out there in those protests with everybody else and eventually say, hey, man, why aren't you guys out there protesting with us? Well, where are you when we need you? That's a straight up fact, brother. That's like this. Let me give you an analogy. And this is just a movie analogy. Let's say the black man, African American man, you guys are almost the same thing as Chicanos, Latinos, some people want to be called the black man, African American man. When something like this happens, it's like a moving company. Hey, we need to move. What happens? Black man come, they start moving stuff. Guess who's behind them? Latinos, helping them move. We're moving. In other words, we're moving the message that this is wrong. We're helping you move. Every time. Every time since Rodney King. When it comes to raza, first of all, raza doesn't show up to help these people move when a brown man gets killed, let alone black men. That's the difference, brother. The difference is we're there helping you guys move, but nobody's helping us move. And not even just black men not helping us. Our own are not helping our own. So before we can sit there and try to make noise to the white system, we at the bottom here need to get together and figure out, hey, homie, you need to respect us. You need to listen to what we're saying. But that's not happening. And that's the bottom line, brother. And then we go down here. Kind of quick. LA woke. Hey, brother. Appreciate that, homie. Get your respect back, carnal. That's exactly what we need to do. Stand alone and not write? I'm not talking about writing, brother. I'm talking about hitting him in the pocketbook. I'm talking about hitting him in the ballot, man. You gotta sit there and hit him in the ballot, brother. Let's see where we're at. From I don't know what you better write the fake blue. ACR $9.99, man. I appreciate that donation, man. I don't know what ACR is, but one love, brother. That's all it is, man. Little by little. Listen, this is something that's new, man. We got social media. We can communicate one another. You don't know how much my Instagram feed gets kicked in, and I see all kind of crime against brown people. I see all kind of crime against our raza, and it doesn't get shown. It just doesn't get any airplay, brother, at all. And that's one thing we can do here. We can sit there and start getting the airplay. We can sit there and start making platforms where, hey, this happened to us. Make some noise. It's like a gangbang mentality, brother. I was a gangbanger and I know how it is to bang. You know what you do? Somebody comes to your hood, they did you wrong, you go put in work on them. But the difference is here, we're not shooting one another because that ain't gonna get us nowhere. We do here, hey, this person got victimized by a cop. This person got victimized. You know what? We're going over. We're going deep where everybody's like, oh shit, these fools are deep. These fools are with it. And guess what happens when we get deep? The news comes out. And first the local media will come out. And eventually the national media will come out. Once the national media come out, the rest of the raza around the country will wake the fuck up, man. That's what we need to do, is wake up from the sleeping fucking bullshit we've been doing. So, let's see what we got, homie. What's up, Big Roo? It is a hashtag. Gil, they're going to shut you down. I don't think they are, brother. Good luck, homeboy. Well, we got a voice now, carnal. Northridge in the house. I'm on the Instagram feed, homie. Got to give these guys some love and attention too, brother. It's the truth, man. Listen. The rioters are disrespecting George Floyd's name. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And the rest of America are looking at these rioters and say, there they go again. It's the same message over and over again, and the outcome is not going to come out any different. They're going to give that cop life. They're going to fire those other cops, but the outcome is not going to come any difference because we also need to change our way of thinking. It's not just the cops. It's not just the system. It's also us, man. And that's another thing that we don't want to sit there and talk about, right? It's also us. We need to stop thinking slanging dope is cool. We need to stop thinking being in gang is cool. We need to stop thinking prison is cool. We need to get in the game where making money legit, becoming a boss is legit. That's what we need to do, brother. All right, Corey Park Village. You're talking pretty high in your hill in North Hollywood. You're not from the struggle. My grandfather's Mexican. I'm half Fijian, homie. She looking at this, shaking my head at you. So because you're, hold on. So because your grandmother's Mexican, you're half Fijian. Your struggle is worse than mine. Listen, jackass. The streets that I grew up in is where I banged. You find me somebody my age, still in the same neighborhood that they lived in, that they banged on, but because your grandmother's Mexican and you're Fijian, your struggle is much worse? Ah, Jesus. Good luck with that, homie. And shout out to your grandma, too. No worry, Richard. Ah, man. No, there is. Listen, man. One thing, there is a lot of, when it comes to brothers, blacks, African Americans, there is a lot of blacks and African Americans that sit there and talk down. I don't know if talk down is the right word, but we'll sit there and try to talk about black on black killing, black on black crime. But those guys are dismissed real quickly, and they're called Uncle Toms. They're called all kind of other words, right? They're just sit there and looked down upon by the masses of their people. Um, the the black people who go to school, take care of business, have an education, actually want to learn. They pretty much come. Oh, you want to be white? That's a sad thing, but that happens in our community too. So there is many black men that want better lives, that want education, that want this, and that call out black people. Because there's a lot that really want that. But too many black people, they don't call it their own, brother. It's a taboo. It's a taboo to go against your own like that. But it's wrong because you're doing a disservice to your people, homie. If you're not calling out your own people, it's like having a kid. And your kid does wrong and you never call him out, guess what? That kid's gonna learn to do whatever the hell he wants. As black men, as brown men, when we do something wrong, when we're seeing disrespecting people, when we're seeing robbing people, we need to call each other out, brother. Straight up. We need to call each other out. Let's see, what time is it here, people? I gotta take my wife out somewhere. And when I mean somewhere, I mean probably some tacos and a cerveza. Question from your merch. I want to support you. I think I do, but if you can hit me on my Instagram, dude, that'd be better. We have more research needed, huh? Huba checking in, speak the truth. What's going on, brother? ACR. I got love for all races, but if Africanos never show up to fight for our flight, it's got to be Raza. It's time to wake up. If you aren't in, then you selling out, homie. There you go, homie. Luther Jones. Talk to me, Luther. I got my master's degree. My homies clown me, straight facts. It's truth, man. It's the truth. Especially with black men, man. When you want to get an education, you want better for your family, you're called an Uncle Tom. You want to act white. They don't want to act white, man. They want a better life for their families. The same thing with us. I mean, there's people that told me, "Oh, you're a coconut." I'm a coconut. I'm still in the hood. Where you at? I want to see all these guys sit there and talk their shit when they're 45 years old. See if they're still in the hood. They ain't gonna be in their hood. The majority of these guys in their gangster. It doesn't work like that, man. What's up, Raza TV? I went to college and spoke proper and was clown. I spoke like a white guy. But you ain't speaking like a white guy. You're speaking like somebody who has some type of education. When you sit there and speak ignorant, when you sit there and speak ghetto, urban, whatever you want, they dismiss you. The rest of the world dismiss you. They sit there and say, this fool, he's just a ghetto-ass guy. We need to learn how to articulate what we're feeling and talk about it, because if not, they dismiss you like this, brother. That's the problem, man. That's the TV. That's what's up, man. Well, people, brown pride is black love, homie. But at the end of the day, we need to sit there and wake up. We need to sit there and take care of our own. We need to sit there and get this movement going, brother. Straight up, man. Let me give this one more guy here. Yeah, it's hard. I'm half black, Hispanic, and from a black hood. It's all in your grow up and who you are around make you. Yeah, pretty much, man. But I think it's a good thing we're having these conversations. Some people may not like them. Some people may think it's taboo, but it's not, man. It's the truth, brother. It's Friday. At the end of the day, brother, life is good, man. I mean, I know some of us are struggling. Some of us, life is good, but it could be much better, man. We need to sit there and wake up. We need to sit there and take care of one another. We need to sit there and stop thinking we're on a high horse and not look down and help somebody else, man. Because that's us, man. When you look at a brown man, look at yourself, man. Look at your father. Look at your son. Look at your daughter. Because that's who they are. When I see a brown man, that's what I see, man. I see one of my own, homie. Because that's what they are. They're one of my own. And I hope you guys start realizing that we can make noise. We can actually make a difference, brother. It's the movement days are not over. They're just beginning, man. History just keep on repeating itself. But this time, we got to take advantage of this movement and keep it going, man. So with all that being said, Roman Torres for the coffee. Appreciate you, brother. And I'm gonna catch you guys later, man. You guys have a great weekend, man. And I'll be dropping the Chino video here hopefully by next week. Like I said, I'm here in front of my computer. It's been crashed. And the homie from Hoover, Twin from Hoover's video, and also Taco from Payback. I'll be dropping a little small segment probably like Tuesday or Wednesday. At the end of the day, homie, it's one love. All right, Raza, you guys have a good one, homie.